Westchester prices are up, Putnam prices are down, and Dutchess just posted a double-digit jump. This isn't one Hudson Valley housing market. I'm Jeffrey Hoffman. In this update, we're breaking down prices, inventory, market speed, and negotiation trends across Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess counties. And stay with me because the county with the largest price increase isn't necessarily the county where every seller has the most leverage. Let's begin with Westchester, where the median sales price reached $900,000, an increase of 8.4% year over year. That price increase becomes more meaningful when we look at the other numbers around it. Active listings declined 5.1%, leaving approximately 725 homes on the market. Homes spent an average of only 16 days on the market, which is 15.8% faster than the same period last year, and the average sale reached 103.4% of the original asking price. In plain English, many properly positioned Westchester homes are moving quickly, and the average sale is closing above the original list price. For buyers, preparation matters. That means understanding your comfortable price range, having financing organized, reviewing new inventory promptly, and knowing which terms matter before the right property appears. For sellers, strong county-wide numbers don't remove the need for thoughtful pricing and presentation. Buyers may compete for a well-positioned home, but they still compare condition, layout, location, and value. Westchester remains the fastest and most competitive of these three county markets, but execution still matters on both sides. Putnam County, on the other hand, shows us why fewer listings don't automatically guarantee rising prices. Putnam's median sales price was $585,000, down 3.3% year over year. That may sound like a major change in direction, but one statistic alone rarely tells the full story. Active inventory was also down, although only slightly, at 267 listings, a decrease of 1.5%. Homes took approximately 25 days to sell, which was 4.2% longer than last year. And properties sold for an average of 100.1% of their original asking price. So Putnam isn't showing a broad collapse in demand. Homes are still selling very close to their asking prices, but buyers appear to have slightly more breathing room than they do in Westchester. A buyer may have more time to evaluate a property, ask informed questions, and build a thoughtful offer strategy. A seller should pay close attention to recent comparable sales and current competition. Pricing too far ahead of the market can cost valuable early attention. The median price decline could also reflect the mix of homes sold during the period, so it shouldn't be treated as an automatic change in every home's value. Putnam looks more measured, close to asking sales, slightly slower movement, and more room for property-specific strategy. Then we reach Dutchess County, where the headline number is the most dramatic, but it needs context. Dutchess County's median sale price reached $531,000, up 15.4% year over year. That's the largest price increase among the three counties in this update. And yes, it's the number most likely to get turned into a very dramatic headline. We'll try to remain calm. Active listings were nearly flat, declining only 0.6% to approximately 813 homes. Days on market remained unchanged at 29 days, and the average sale reached 100.2% of the original asking price. Prices rose sharply, but the market didn't become meaningfully faster. Homes are still taking longer to sell than in Westchester, and they're selling close to, not dramatically above, their original asking prices. For sellers, the price growth is encouraging, but it doesn't mean every home can be priced aggressively without regard to condition or competition. For buyers, a 15.4% rise in county-wide median doesn't mean every community or property type increased by the same amount. The mix of homes sold matters. If more higher-priced homes close during this period, that can lift the median even when individual property values are moving differently. Dutchess posted the strongest price growth headline, but its pace and sale to list numbers still point to a more deliberate market than Westchester. Now let's put all three counties side by side because that comparison reveals the most useful takeaway. Real estate decisions are local. Even counties next to one another can behave differently at the same time. Westchester has the highest price, the fastest sales pace, and the strongest above asking activity. Putnam has the smallest inventory pool, a modest price decline, and homes selling almost exactly at their original asking price. Dutchess has the largest year-over-year price increase, but a slower and unchanged sales pace. Here's the simplest way to remember it. Westchester is the speed market, Putnam is the measured market, Dutchess is the price growth market, with an important need for context. Don't build your entire plan around a regional headline. Start with the county, then narrow the analysis to the municipality, property type, price range, condition, and most recent comparable sales. A renovated home near transportation may behave differently from a larger property requiring updates even when both are in the same county. The closer you get to the actual property, the more useful the data becomes. And that leads to the number that often gets overlooked when people focus only on prices. Median price gets attention, but percentage of original asking price can tell us how buyers and sellers are meeting in the market. Westchester reached 103.4%, Putnam reached 100.1%, Dutchess reached 100.2%. That gap suggests Westchester buyers are encountering more frequent above-asking outcomes at the county level. Putnam and Dutchess are still supporting asking prices, but the results are much closer to the original list price. For buyers, this helps set expectations before an offer is written. An offer strategy that makes sense in one county may not fit another. For sellers, it reinforces the importance of the launch. The first price presentation, photography, and market plan shape how buyers respond during the most important early days. And as always, these are broad averages, not a prediction for a specific property. Price tells us where the market landed, sale to list percentage helps show how it got there. The biggest takeaway is simple. Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess require 3 different conversations. If you're planning a move and want a strategy built around your location, timing, and budget, use the consultation link in the description.